Hi guys, my name is Prajume from DFT and my chemistry number is 01DDT20F1058. Today, I want to present about problem beta 1 for the question 2. And this word is a group word and group member is Robin Generation and Pin Sungkit and Isaac Russell. The first one is uninstall unused program. Uninstall unused program is like this. Go to the control panel, type control panel and this one click. Okay, go to the search program, go to the program and features. Okay, in here you can delete not use one. Okay, so I did right click and uninstall or change on it. Number two is the delete temporary file. Delete temporary file is you go to the window plus alt, you type the temporary. Okay, in here you can control A and control D. So in here system delete the file file yang tak guna, do not use. Okay, and window plus alt %temper%. Okay, in here you also can delete one, control A, control D. Okay, skip. Okay, wait. Okay, here is done. We can refresh. Okay, enter. In here you also can control A, control D. Okay, here is done. We go to the recycle bin. Okay, in here you can control A, control D. So wait for the delete the file. So in here only.
Continuing on from my friends earlier, the third possible step that you can take is to install a solid-state drive. Now this is a good follow-up step to do if you're still experiencing slow PC problems or if all the troubleshooting steps are not working for you. This is also a great step to implement even if you are not having those problems anymore, because if you're using a HDD drive, which is a hard disk drive, it's better to migrate the OS into the solid-state drive either way. And that is basically what's going on here. You are migrating the operating system files from the hard disk drive into a solid state drive. Now a solid state drive has faster load times, which is why it's better to migrate it over to the solid state drive instead. And solid state drives, while they are relatively expensive, especially for the higher storage size models, there are still cheaper options for like the 256GB and 512GB models, which could run you around 200 to 300 ringgit, whereas for the 1 or 2 terabyte versions, they could run you around to a few thousands if you aren't careful finding the brand. Now, installing a SSD or solid state drive is relatively simple. Most motherboards and for PC and laptops have a port that you can just plug it into. And nowadays, most PCs or laptops come with solid state drives installed already instead of HDDs. So this is a very easy installation, but if there are any troubles, there are a lot of tutorials online to help you out. And the performance boost that you get from a solid state drive is significantly greater even if you're using one of the cheaper models that have a smaller storage capacity. So regardless or not whether you're trying to upgrade your system or whether you're trying to solve a slow PC problem, this is a great step to do.
Greetings, my name is Kingston Kid. Moving on, I'll be showing you another step on how to troubleshoot a computer running slow, which is to run disk cleanup. Firstly, we'll go to Windows Start. Let's click. We can click on the button here, Windows Start, or we can click on the key on our keyboard. Alright, then search disk cleanup. Disk cleanup, type it out. Okay, now it shows here, it's an app. Click on it. Now a pop-up will show up. And these are the files that you can clean. And as we can see here at the top, you can use this cleanup to free up to this amount of disk space on Windows C. This amount of space can be cleaned up. The longer you've never clean up your disk, the more buildup that it will have. So it will differ from me and you in terms of the space that can be freed up. Alright, so notice that it's 458 megabytes here. Now let's click on clean up system files. This will run a more thorough check, a more comprehensive check on the system files within your disk. Now, as we can see here, see the new pop-up, the number has increased because it has run a more deeper scan. Now, make sure every checklist of this is checked. Now, if it's all checked, then we can just click OK. Delete files. It will ask you if you're sure. This, you don't need to worry about your programs that won't work after the deletion, because it will just remove the unwanted files only. So your PC now will run smoothly and run faster. And that is all from me.
Hello, my name is Darwin Rajchandran, and I'll be talking about the fourth step in preventing your computer from running slow. So the fourth step is stop unnecessary startup. So what is unnecessary startup? So let's say you boot your computer and an app automatically starts itself up. Now this app will require CPU and memory usage, and this can slow down your PC. So let us look at how we can turn this off. Okay, so in your desktop, right click on the taskbar and click Task Manager. In Task Manager, we can monitor our CPU, memory, disk, network, GPU, and etc. Everything regarding the computer and what process running currently and how it's affecting the CPU. Alright, so next we can go to the Startup tab. In this tab, we can see every program that turns itself on upon startup. So example, Intel Graphics Command. Now this is enabled by default, but Intel Graphics is something that is important. Now let's just look at something else like Cisco WebEx. Cisco WebEx is also turned on. Now we can just simply right click this and click disable, and it will disable Cisco from automatically starting it up when you start up your computer. Next, Steam. You can click on the app here. You can even click down here, and that will disable it. And also Epic Games. So by disabling these applications from automatically being start up when you boot your computer, you can make your computer run faster.